No Hands Yoga Part 3. So we're already on our mats this way. Turn your right toes forward, left heel back, heel to heel alignment. Start with square hips. Inhale, straighten your arms. Strengthen both legs. Look over your right fingertips. Inhale, reach forward. And then exhale, just let the right hand glide toward the ground, touching nothing. Lift your left arm up. So modified triangle that actually is good to do from time to time because it makes you use your legs and your core, which is what we want for triangle pose anyway. Open your chest, broaden your chest. Again, you can stay here, that's totally fine. Or if you want, you can extend both arms overhead. Take 3 more breaths. Lengthen your spine, so tailbone one direction, head the other direction. And inhale, come on up. Square your feet for a moment, and then just take it on the other side. So left toes going toward the back, heel extend, square hips first. Strengthen both quads. Inhale, lengthen, reach out. Exhale, left hand glides down, right hand up, look up. Open your chest, so broaden your chest. Use your shoulders to open the front of your body. Stay here or add the arms. And then inhale, come up. Good. Turn your toes, so the outside edges of your feet are again parallel with the front and back of your mat. And then take your heels out a little bit, so you're a little pigeon toe. Toes are in, heels are out, just a little bit, not a ton. Inhale, lift your chest, strengthen your legs again. Exhale, forward fold. Cross your arms gently. And lengthen your spine toward the ground. So if the forearms come to the ground, let them rest. But continue to work your shoulders up and away from the ground in your ears. Engage your quads, engage your inner thighs, bring the weight into the outer edge of your feet. So you want to feel lengthening in the hamstring, but you're trying to find it on the inner leg as well. It's harder to find. And just let gravity do some work here. Bring your wrist to your waist. Inhale, come up only halfway. Really engage your legs a lot here. Either take a couple breaths here as you're opening your chest, lengthening your spine, working your legs, or you can add the arms, reaching them forward, palms toward the ceiling. And then inhale, come all the way up. Release your arms to your side. Heel toe your feet in, a couple of feet. This time, heels in, toes out. Inhale, squat down. Find a yogi squat. So traditionally, hands would come to prayer. If that feels okay, you can do that. If you're restricted in that, you can just let the arms sort of rest, but use your forearms, or I'm sorry, your triceps, use your elbows to open your hips a little, so you're getting a hip opener. Then reach your left arm to the left. Again, if hands are okay, fingertips to the ground. Otherwise, you can just let the arm hang for today. And peel your right arm open. Send your hips down, send your chest up. Your left leg is working, your arms are working, your belly is pulled in tight. 2 more breaths. And come back to center and take it on the other side. Sink your hips down a little lower, raise your chest up a little higher, open that left shoulder. And then come back to center, sink your hips all the way down to the ground, reach your legs forward. So start by just feeling strong in the legs. Flex your feet, toes are coming back toward your body. Strengthen your quads a lot, so your heels may even come up off the ground just a teeny bit. To really get a lot of work, try to bring your pinky toe toward you and send your big toe away a little bit. So you're getting a little bit of rotation there. Draw your belly in, send your sit bones down, lift your chest. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Lead with your chest, keep your spine strong. Exhale, forward fold. Okay, so typically if you have hands, you would grab the outer edges of the feet, you would grab a rope, but today you're just going to let your hands come to the ground, palms facing toward the ceiling. This is good work to do anyways, even if you have the ability to use hands and wrists and that kind of thing, because this uses your muscles rather than, tension to make you fold. So inhale, get long in your spine again. Exhale, forward fold. One more time. Inhale, look up, lengthen your spine, and then exhale, fold. Try to keep your legs engaged, keep your belly drawn in. Continue to try to lengthen so your sit bones are going one direction. As your spine is growing long, 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 imagining that the top of your head could touch your toes. So it's actually more about length here than it is about folding and getting your torso to touch your thighs. And then breathe. Take, 5 to 10 breaths depending on how quickly or slowly your breath is. Every now and then, see if you can strengthen the legs, re-lengthen the spine, maybe sink a little lower. Slowly roll yourself up. Then you're going to just roll all the way down onto your back. Lengthen your left leg on the ground. Reach your right leg in. Use your forearms behind your hamstring and pull that knee in. And then release a little here. See if you can strengthen. You can actually release the leg all the way if you want. Reach that leg up. Flex your foot. And then try to draw your toe toward your face a little more. So your quad is working a lot, your hamstring is lengthening, shoulders are on the ground, belly is engaging. Take another breath. And then let the right leg fall to the right. Try to keep your left hip open so that left hip is on the ground still. And just open your hip up. Take 2 breaths. Another breath. And then use your belly, bring your right leg up, and then lower your right leg to the ground. Hug your left knee in. Use your forearms behind your hamstring to hug that knee in. And then release the foot, or release the leg, flex your foot. And again, using your muscles, try to lengthen your hamstring, bringing your toe closer to your face. Keep your shoulders on the ground. And then lower that leg to the left. Open your hip up. And if at any time it's too much for the hamstring, you can bend the knee. Maybe even use the back of your wrist or forearm to suggest that knee toward the ground. Another breath. And inhale the left leg back up. And lower both legs down to the ground. Hug both knees into your chest. Use your forearms around your knees this time. Lift your head, lift your shoulders. Hug those knees in. Lower head and shoulders to the ground. Lift your legs up. And then begin to lower your legs toward the ground, really engaging your low belly. And then let the upper body begin to float. Lift your hands up. So palms toward the ceiling, shoulders are melting down the back. If you can keep your legs straight, keep them straight. Otherwise, bend your knees, parallel your shins to the ground. But keep those knees away from your hips. So you don't want to stack them up here. Keep those knees away. And then 5 times. Inhale, lower halfway down. Exhale, come up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift your chest, strengthen your legs. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, heart comes up. Last time. Inhale. Exhale, come up, hold. And lower your back and chest down. Hug your knees in. And release your legs and just roll over. You're going to come up shoulder stretch. So this should work for no hands. Reach your right arm underneath your left arm. And then lower your right shoulder to the ground. Reach your left arm up. So if you can, right palm is toward the ground. But if that's too much, you can take the palm toward the ceiling, or if that doesn't work with the hand, left arm reaches up. Maybe left arm falls behind you. Take 3 more breaths. And then exhale, lower it down. And take it on the other side. So left arm reaches under again, palm toward the ground if you can. Otherwise, palm up toward the ceiling. Lower your left shoulder down. Reach your right arm up. And then open up as much as you can, keeping both knees on the ground, trying to keep both hips square. And exhale that hand to the ground. Just sink your hips back. So knees can be together, knees can be separate. Just sink your hips back. Arms stretch out in front of you or by your side. Take a child's pose. And then roll yourself on up. If you want to take a hip opener here, you can bring your right foot forward, heel toe that to the left, and then lower your right knee to the ground. It's a little hard to keep your balance without your hands, so depending on how that feels, you can do that. Another option is to just walk your knees out, come onto your forearms, and get into the hips this way. So heels are stacked right under the knees. You just hang out here for a couple of breaths, sinking your hips down. You can rock forward and back if that feels good. And when you're ready to come out of it, bring your toes to touch or towards each other, and just walk your way back slowly.